All right, everybody. How are you doing? Happy Friday. It is Friday, March 27th. We're in the middle of these interesting times, and I've been working from home and also helping clients buy and sell and talking to people just in general, reaching out to friends. And a common question that I've been getting this week is the Las Vegas real estate market, is it crashing? Is that, like the stock market? It's a very, very valid question. And so we're going to talk about that. And let's take a look. So, the first thing that I need to do in order to answer that question is make sure that you understand uh, the parameters that I'm going to measure it by. And that is from Economics 101, supply versus demand. Right? You have X number of things to sell and X number of buyers for those things to sell. And that's how you determine um, your supply and your demand. So we have 4 houses, that's our supply. And if we have 4 houses available, 4 houses for sale, and we have 1 house that's sold, then that's the demand. Of course, if the supply increases, also if the demand decreases, but we're going to say if the supply increases, you used to have 4 houses for sale and 1 sold in a month. Now you have 5 houses for sale and 1 sold in a month. Prices go down. If supply decreases or if demand increases, prices go up. So if you used to have 5 houses or 4 houses for sale and 1 sold in a month, then you have 3 now. Prices are going to go up. The demand is up. So 400 houses on the market, 100 houses sold in the last 30 days. That's the same supply and demand ratio. We're looking at the ratios of supply and demand. 4,000 houses available for sale, 1,000 houses sold in the last month. That's the ratio. So months of supply, that's how we calculate homes and markets, how we assess the market in any given market. So the National Association of Realtors says that between 4 and 6 months of supply is a balanced market. Either the buyers are in charge or the sellers. That's a balanced supply. If you have 20,000 homes on the market and 5,000 homes a month are selling, you got 4 months of supply, right? If you stopped adding homes to the market and houses were selling at the same rate, that's how you do that calculation. Now, if you have less, you have a lower ratio of supply to demand, then that favors the sellers. And if you have a higher ratio, that favors the buyers, right? So now we've got supply versus demand, and we were at 4 months. If we go to 3 months of inventory, well, that favors the sellers even more, right? We go to 2 months of inventory, favors sellers even more. We go to even less inventory. If we only have a month of inventory, favors sellers even more, right? So let's look at 2019 and in the Las Vegas Valley. These are numbers that I've been tracking for years and years and years. I track them consistently. I track them anywhere from 4 to 5 days a week. I pull the number of homes on the market and the number of homes sold in the previous 30 days. And I'm pulling single-family homes, resale homes, not brand new ones, condos and townhomes in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson in all price ranges. Now, your house isn't in every price range. And but first, we're going to speak broadly about the Las Vegas real estate market, okay? So there's that line at 4 months, and 4 months and above is balanced market. Well, look at this. So the numbers on the bottom indicate the months. So in January of 2019, a little over a year ago, we were in a balanced market. And by February, we were still barely balanced, probably just barely a seller's market. And look how it dropped down into March, April, and we were pretty much in that 2 3/4 months of supply for all of 2019. Gives you some idea. So prices were going up. They were going up because we had a low supply compared to the demand. Prices were increasing. Most of the Las Vegas Valley saw a nice increase. There were some zip codes that saw double-digit increases. If you want to know what your zip code did, all you have to do is call me or email me. I'll send that to you. You can also message me on Facebook. So let's look at the data for this year. These are the last 7 days of January of this year. And this is how I keep my numbers. I put in the month, again, 3 to 4 times a week or 4 to 5 times a week. I get the number of houses available on the market. And then I get the number, let's see, how do I do this? Number of houses on the market, divide that by the number of houses sold. And we're going to get this right here, months of inventory. Now, why do I keep the rolling months of inventory? Well, I'll tell you, any given day, individual day here or there can spike one way or the other, or a week can spike. And if you get a nice average over the month, you get an idea, and it's called rolling because this date, January 27th, just tracks the 30 days previous, and this date, January 28th, tracks the 30 days previous to that. So a rolling months of inventory takes out any little spikes that could happen from bad reporting. The agents have to report the information, and if there's a short delay in reporting it, you could get a funky run there. So I do the months of inventory. So 2.61 months of inventory. We ended January at 2.6 months of inventory, as you can see this, right? So then we look at, doesn't want to change, because I'm still annotating. There we go. If we look at the next month, those annotations are still there. Wow, I guess I got a little bit to learn about how this works. Let's wipe those out. So you can see here in February, right, we ended the month at 1.73 months on that day, but the rolling, now why would it be only 1.7 months and the rolling is 2.14? Because we had more at the beginning of the month, and as the month came down, we got to 1.73, 2.14 months of rolling inventory. So let's look at where we are today. So March 27th, right here, this is today's numbers. There were 6,883 homes available for sale on the market. And in the previous 30 days, I'm not very good with this. Let's see. Oh, there we go. In the previous 30 days, 3,592 houses were reported closed escrow. We bumped up a little bit from the end of February from 1.74. This week, we're at 1.92, but 1.74 months is our rolling 30 days average. Let's take that back to this little chart here and let's take a look at it. So remember, this was 2019, and now let's look at 2020, okay? In January of 2020, we're right here at 2.6 months of inventory. And then in February, we're down here, and right here today, we're down here at about 1.75 months worth of inventory. So what does that mean? It means people are still buying, people are still selling. More importantly, the ratio of sellers to buyers. More homes are going on the market every day, as I watch the numbers. This is true. And plenty of homes are selling every day because this is where we are. Now, what's going to happen at the end of April? I don't know. What's going to happen at the end of May? I don't know. Here's what I think. I think that people still need to sell their home. I've got clients who are retiring and moving away. I've got clients who are retiring and moving into town. We've got military people who have been given orders to move either into Las Vegas or out of Las Vegas. You have people given job opportunities. A neighbor called me a couple days ago, just got an amazing job opportunity in another city. yes, even with everything that's going on today, he got an amazing job opportunity. So he's going to be looking to leave that home and move into a home into another city. And people are still moving into Las Vegas. And I know that there's a lot going on in the world right now, but that's what's still happening here in Las Vegas. Now, that's the broad Las Vegas market. That's all price ranges. In different segments of those price ranges, there are different things happening. And in different parts of the valley, there are different things happening. Whenever I do an assessment for a person selling or buying as to what the market looks like, I talk about the market for that property. As an example, if you are looking to live in Summerlin and you're only going to buy a Summerlin home, then the only market that matters to you, whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, is the Summerlin market. But even more specifically, if you're shopping in the $500,000 price range, you want to know what $500,000 Summerlin homes, what's that market like? How many are on the market today? How many have sold in the last 30 days? So whatever it is that you want to know about your market, the house that you're buying, the house that you're selling, if you give me a call at 702 Sell Now, we'll talk about what your market is doing today and how that affects you moving forward. I've heard a lot of people say just in the last week, well, the Las Vegas real estate market is probably crashing. I can't wait to pick up some bargains. But if you look again at this, then that doesn't indicate to me that prices are going to be dropping. I still think that Las Vegas prices are a good deal, and I'd be happy to tell you why I think that if you want to know. But that's the market recap. That's where we are today, March 27th, 2020. Can I get some applause, please? All right, everybody, have a great night. Um, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. I know this is a little challenging, but we hope that you'll take it seriously. I know I have friends who are in the medical industry. I have friends who are police department. No friends in the fire department that I know of at the moment. But let's stay home so we can keep all of them safe. All right. Have a great night. I have no idea what just happened. I don't know if it recorded.